Hello everyone, thank you for visiting my channel once again. Today I'm going to do a special reading and it's for the 16th of August 2019. Very briefly we'll talk about Mercury in Leo, which will be squaring Uranus in Taurus, and that would be for today, the 16th of August. Obviously UK time, I'm back in the UK. I hope you've all been well. I hope that you have been okay after the full moon last night. As you can see, you know, I wanted to touch base with you today because I also have a special reading using this Rebecca Campbell's Light Oracle cards. I've just unboxed it today, and it's quite a really good deck. So I hope it helps us. Very briefly, I mean, most of you will probably be watching this, but you know more about astrology than me. But with Mercury in Leo squaring Uranus in Taurus, just means that, well, you know now that Mercury is the planet of communication, thought processes. So are there burning issues that we've been keeping to ourselves? You know, this is the time to be open about it. It's a time to get them out, speak your truth. And Uranus is the planet of change and opportunity. So it's giving us that kind of backup, really, you know, that reminder that it's time to speak our truth, stand in our truth, be in our authentic selves. You know, this will force us to deal with uncomfortable, painful things or emotions. And Uranus is here to inspire us to take the risk, you know, take the risk to communicate, take the risk of doing something new. That, you know, is quite incredibly scary because you're not sure of how you're gonna fare. But anyway, so with this Work Your Light Oracle cards, apart from it's just so beautiful, so yummy, I can eat them. We are going to do a cosmic cross, which is an 11 card spread. So please let me just bear with me. Let us just do a quick shuffle. I'm sorry, but I have this habit of sniffing them because they just I do that for every printed material, books, magazines, tarot cards. Okay. Nearly there. Let me know if you've used these cards before. It's good to share things. All right, so let us just get, so the first card that we're gonna get is called the Initiation, Rite of Passage, Crossing the Threshold. We'll talk about that in a minute, so I'll just put that there. So the first position card is Where Are You in Present Time? We'll get the second card now. Akasha, Your Guidance is divinely guided. And that would be the card which talks about what your soul is calling you to do. Position 3 is Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And position 3, as it says in this book, what is rising in you. Oh my gosh, that's just so cool. Position 4, you have the star seed, What lights you up? Oh my gosh, you got that beautiful card. So position 4 is what is falling away. Position 5, according to this, are soul gifts. So we have picked Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Let's put it there for a sec. Position 6 is what is being manifested. And we've picked Min Takan. And this says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Wow, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Position 7, you have the ever unfolding rose. And it says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So that is your past life influence. Position 9 is about what you need to know, and you get yes, just say yes. Wow, that's amazing. Whatever it is, just say yes. Position 10 is hopes and fears. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Goodness me. And your position 10 is hopes and fears, and this one says play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And your final card, which is position 11, potential outcome, it says here leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Oh my god. May I just pop that there? Okay, nice one, guys. So let's read about the first card, which is the initiation. All right, so just bear with me. As I said, I've just literally unboxed this. So let us talk about the initiation. So the initiation is talking about rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And it says here, some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Wow, that's just so cool. So if you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. So don't give up, guys. Oh my gosh, this is just, it's incredible. I love it so much. So your second card, which is position 2, which means, what is your soul calling you to do? Maybe I should just bear with me a sec. Let me just do something. Let me stand that there. You can see a little bit while I have a look at my my book. Wow, I mean, I love these cards. Are just so, the illustrations are so beautiful. Oh, it's just, it's so good. Bear with me a second, guys. So we are looking excuse me, for Akasha. And I'm just, by the way, this set, you've got 44 cards in here, and which is the reason why I'm looking for the pages for this. As I said, it's my first time time to use them. So bear with me a second, it will be here, guys. I mean, the cards are just so relevant, don't you think? We've all been through some transformations recently. You know, I guess some of us are still stuck, but this is a good thing to have your inquiry, ask these cards, because the, you know, the spirits, guides, the universe, they are all waiting for us to just receive the answer if you're open to it, right? Bear with me a sec. Going under the activation cards. Akasha, where are you? Transmission cards. There you go, guys. It's like nearly right at the end. So the Akasha card talks about your guide. It says here, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. Akasha exists in the 5th dimension and the library of souls. And this is where we talk about Akashic records. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts are agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. So it says here, take note of your dreams, any feelings or visions that you receive. If you're tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go ahead to proceed. I love it. Beautiful. Your 3rd card, guys, is the Unbound. And the 3rd card is talking about what is rising in you. So, wow, just beautiful figures there. Oh my gosh. It says here, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I mean, how clear can that be, right? Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. My God, these cards are they're so relevant. They connect to each other really well. So let us look at the 4th card, which is what is falling away. That's your 4th card, Starseed. What lights you up? Give me a second. Let us find Starseed. Apologies for the silence again. I should, the next time I use these cards again online, I promise you it should be better. Let's find out what star seed this card is all about. So it says here, star seeds are souls with double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many star seeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pull this card, it is to confirm that you are a star seed and you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Goodness gracious. Guys, you've been led to watch this video because it is confirmation. You are a star seed. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. So starseeds are scattered all over the planet. In hospitals, in schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks, nightclubs, taxis, theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in. That sounds more, I'm pretty sure most of you are in this energy, in this situation, trying to fit in or in some form of a spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. Wow, that is just amazing. And when it's saying here, when you pick this card up, yeah, it's a question, what lights you up? Nice. Very, very, very good. So then, position 5 is about soul gifts. Let me just find Star Mother in the book. Bear with me a second. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And it says here, you are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry or fear. And this is a really good reminder. You know, everybody wants to find their soulmates. Everybody talks about twin flames, union and things. And, you know, I will not tell you, it's difficult for me to say, oh, you know, you gotta find yourself first, because really you should. But I'm not gonna be dictating to people what you should be feeling, what you should be doing. But this is a reminder, you know, you are enough, you know, you are whole and one. That's the very first thing that we all need to do here on this earth. If you're whole, you're healed, you feel strong, and then, you know, it's easier for you to give out, give love, give a part of yourself. It's easy. And so the Star Mother is reminding us, you know, lay all our worries, regrets, shame, guilt, do not fear. This is telling us we are love in motion. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you're doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. Beautiful. And let's talk about card number 6, or position 6, which is what is being manifested. This card is Mintakan, and it says here, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. My gosh, so you got the light workers here, you got the star seed there. Wow, I mean, what other confirmations do we need to be reminded of? Just bear with me a second. So let me find Mintakan. I'm also trying to, while I'm doing this, I'm trying to listen to outside of my house. It's just things like, aeroplanes. Just bear with me a second. Let me just put it down. So, Mintakan is... Okay, so it says here Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Wow. And it's saying here to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. So this is about a call to connect with Mother Earth, because that will help you with your query. Wow. So then we have your looking at the 6. Sorry, just bear with me a second. 2, 4, 6. Position 7 is the next step, and this is the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Bear with me a sec. The ever unfolding rose. There's quite a few, just bear with me a sec. Where is it? Can you not hear the airplanes above? So it's always busy in this time of day. The ever unfolding rose. Where are you? I can hear it again. Bear with me a second, guys. It's not letting me find it, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the spirit guides are telling us to have a little break. Thank you for staying. For those who are being patient with me, I am so grateful. It's not easy. The ever unfolding rose. Bear with me a second. I might just I'm so tempted to just stop the camera for now, because I cannot seem to find it. The ever unfolding rose. The ever unfolding rose, where are you? The ever unfolding rose, the ever unfolding rose. Okay, so the ever unfolding rose is actually the very first card. Page 24. Here we go. I don't know why it's not letting me find it, but the ever unfolding rose. So this states, the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are being held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. And that is not just a reminder for you guys. Most importantly, it's also a reminder for me, you know. The things that we do, the things that we experience, you know, it's enough to make anyone say, I give up, I've had enough. And that's really, really hard, right? So then your 8th position. Your 8th position card is, it says here, past life influence. So this is very interesting because if I show you on here, this is a confirmation card. It says yes. I'll show you what it says, what's written on the thing. It just says yes, 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 yes. Don't overthink it. Just say yes. So I guess because it's on position 8 and it just clearly says past life influence. So if you have questions like, are you here because of soul contracts? That's been answered. Are you here because you're a starseed? That's been answered. Are you here because you're a Mintakan? That's been answered. Is your soul mission to give a lot of yourself? To help this world heal, this planet heal, be a light worker. Yep, even though it hurts, even though it's too much. Spare a second. So, just put that there for a second because I don't want to mix that. So we are talking of position 8, and that's we've talked about that, right? So position 9. This is position 9. It says the crumbling. And position 9 is talking about what you need to know. May I just put that down there, please, because we need to talk about the crumbling, and the crumbling is on page. The crumbling, it makes, somehow it's making me hungry. Crumble. A crumble is like a pudding in the UK, right? Those of you who do not know what it is. The crumbling is part of an inquiry card and it's on page 40. Right. What does that remind you of? The Tower card, right? The way I see it anyway. So the crumbling. What are you clinging onto? There is a shift happening right now. Yes, thank you planets, planetary movements, where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. I mean, how clear is that? We talked about earlier on for the intro with the planetary movements. You know, it's about change, transitions, trying to get out of a stuck energy, but can be difficult because it means we're doing something new. We're not sure what are we achieving. You know, will it be painless? Will it be super challenging for us? Yeah, so it says here, excuse me, where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. So relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morn. And in this card, there's a mention of Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna. And they're saying, these two are with you now. Lay it all on their altar because they can hold it all. Wow, it's just incredible, guys. Incredible. Wow, it's just, I have to take a deep breath. Wow, 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 wow. Now, let's talk about position 10. This is hopes and fears. Okay? And it says here, play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. It's a little bit anticlimactic after the crumbling. Next is play. Well, it's a good reminder, you know, try not to take things too seriously. You know, if we got to take a break, we got to do it. So, play is on page 74, and let's talk about play. There you go. Stop taking life so seriously. Your spirit needs to have some fun. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome. You are being called to rest and play and learn to have more fun. Do something that makes you laugh. The best medicine around. Call up a friend that you can be silly with. Take your inner child on a date. See, what was I saying earlier on? You don't need to find another person or soul at this very moment. If you are trying to heal yourself, you're focusing on yourself. Yeah, take your inner child on a date. Go to a movie. On your own. It's just, it's incredible. All these cards, all these messages from spirit, from the universe. You know, we are exactly at the right place where we should be at the moment. It says here, the more you switch off your mind, the more room your spirit has to whisper and guide. Nice. The left and right hemispheres of the brain can begin talking to each other. Make play a compulsory part of your day. Schedule it, it says here. How do you play? What do you do to have fun? What lights you up? If you have been working hard lately, it's time to celebrate how far you have come, all that you've achieved. Don't rush on to the next thing. Take a moment to throw a party, go on vacation, or have some fun. Beautiful card. And finally, our position 11, card 11, is the potential outcome. And it says leap. And it says here, you go first. The universe will catch you. So I'm sure most of you are already talking about the Fool, right? This is like the Fool energy. Let me just put this down very briefly. Right, so this is on page 72, which is just literally behind play. Anyway, the Leap is your potential card, a potential outcome card. It says here, life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you're being called to leap forward. I meant toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you are waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know in hope for something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable pressure rising, and right now this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall or autumn comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away, leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. My goodness, guys. I mean, this is my longest video, and this will be my third batch, I guess, videos, but I feel really good sharing these cards to you. They are very, very authentic. The messages are authentic. They're very, very relevant. Everybody needs, everyone's transforming. Everyone's trying to awaken. And I really hope, guys, that these cards have given you some clarity, given you a bit of support and hope. Please comment, leave me comments, click like, subscribe, share the channel. I've also created a new website, so please come and visit me there. Again, very grateful, very blessed that you have come to visit me again. And I hope this has given you some inspiration and clarity, as I said earlier on. And thank you so much for being patient with me. As you know, I'm new. Have a really good day. Try to process the messages from these cards, and I will see you again as I will be reading for the different signs for next week. Have a really good day, and wherever you are, I hope you are safe and healthy and happy. Bye for now. Thank you.